Hi there, it's Carol with Carolbcrafts. Today we'll be making this adorable little gift box. It's project number 6 in my first Frost club kit. Check out my website, cutstampcreateclub.com, to see what current club kits I'm offering. Now this month we've been using the first Frost stamp set and the Frosted Bouquet framelits dies. Now if you don't have the club kit, don't worry, I'll give the supplies and dimensions as we go along so that you can make this adorable little gift box with us. You'll need some Tranquil Tide ink, some regular dimensionals, you'll need some glue dots, and some snail adhesive. So let's get started making our little gift box. You'll need one of our silver mini treat boxes, a sheet of the Frosted Floral DSP 1 7/8 by 12, a piece of Tranquil Tide 4 1/4 by 6, a piece of soft suede 4 1/4 by 3, and a piece of Whisper White 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. We'll need to use this for our stamping, so we'll get our Stamparatus. So the only stamping we have is to stamp Wishing You the Best on our Whisper White, our 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and we just want to be able to leave room to cut out the die when we do our stamping. We're going to stamp that in Tranquil Tide. So we have our Wishing You all the best. Now we're going to use some dies. We're going to do some die cutting. So this is our inside sentiment die, the smaller rectangular die, and that's going to cut out the Wishing You All the Best, and we'll put that on with some tape. Just don't tape over the part that's going to cut out. We're going to put this soft suede. We're going to cut 2 of these vines, and then for our Tranquil Tide we're going to cut 1 of these and 4, if I can get it out, 4 of these. Okay, so we'll cut this out, then we'll cut 1 of these, and then we'll cut 3 more. So 2 of these, 4 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. Okay, so we have 1 of the background rectangular dies, 4 of these little berry sprigs, 2 of these vine, and 1 of these. So we're ready to put our box together. Before we build our box, we're going to put some tear and tape on the back of our DSP. And once we get it on our DSP, we're just going to make sure that it's down firm by burnishing it with our bone folder. So once we have our backing removed, we're going to put it here right up against that fold with just a little bit of gray there between the creases. And we're going to make sure we maintain that distance as we move around the box. Keep it straight. And if we have any overage, we can trim it off with our scissors. Now we're going to go ahead and build our box, and we will fold everything in first at the bottom so it gets a crease, and then we'll start with this piece here. It goes first, then our sides, and then this little tab here, and that's how our box goes. And then these kind of have a bend in them like that, and our sides go in like this. And you can decide which you want for your front. I think I'll put this one in as my front. We'll go ahead and put our Wishing You All the Best on top of our Tranquil Tide. And before we put that on the front, we want to build up our little bit of foliage here underneath. So these will go crisscross like this, the 2 arrows being at the bottom. They look kind of like arrows, but we want to go ahead and cut those in half because we want them to be a little bit longer than they are. So we'll get our scissors, cut them in half, and with glue dots we're going to put these on the front, and I'll put a glue dot underneath that little arrow and one here on the other end, and put that in this corner. Then I'll do the same with this one underneath the arrow and on the other end, and put that in this corner. And then these are going to go up in this corner here. Okay, we have our base. Now we're going to put these 4 sprigs like this, and we're going to use glue dots to put them in place. I put a glue dot in this joint right there where the stems kind of cross, and then I put one at the one above that, the joint above that. And you don't want to pull it off, you want to kind of twist it off, pinch it off or twist it off. So we'll go ahead and put that one here in that corner. So now we have our 4 sprigs. We're ready to put this in place, and we're going to do that with 2 regular dimensionals. And I'm going to try to spread this apart so there's room for 2 dimensionals here. So I'm going to put 2 dimensionals here and 2 here, and then set it on top. I have my 2 dimensionals, and I'm ready to place this on the front. So we have a piece of 12-inch Tranquil Tide velvet ribbon that we're going to use, and we're going to make a loop like this and bring this around and around the back and through the loop that we just made there where our thumb is, and then we're going to adjust the loops. That looks about right. I twisted this around a little bit so that the velvet is showing in the front. Now we're going to put this on with a glue dot. Actually, we'll probably use a couple of glue dots. And you just put it on there and pinch it off. And you're going to put it somewhat in the center there. And then you'll trim your ends by just going kind of straight across like that. So we have some clear droplet and epoxy droplets that we're going to use. We're going to use one large one. There's a large one and a small one. We'll use a large one down here in this corner, and then 2 small ones up here like this. And it's finished. So I hope you've enjoyed making this adorable little gift box. Check out my website, Cut Stamp Create Club, to see what current club kits I'm offering. Thanks for watching. Bye now.